Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tower of Time. Where we left off last time, we had just gotten the ability to craft some adamantium items. We have done so. We spent a bunch of gems crafting some pretty good items. We've turned Maeve into a DPSer, just a frontline DPSer, so her speed is now 50, so that's kind of incredible. She shoots really fast, and her DPS is around 120. She doesn't do a whole lot of armor penetration, but that's okay. Her mastery is now 47. Her skill power is only 122%, but that's not too bad. Mana regen 6.1. She is still a skill person, as is Whisper, so both of them are very high in terms of skill power and mastery. We've taken Eric out of the group and we put Kane back in. We crafted a bunch of gear for him. He has 111 armor to go with his Thorns aura, which we're going to upgrade it once we get to Thorns 3, but for now we have 111 armor. His average resistance is 55%. Actually, all of our resistances are pretty decent-ish. He has almost 1,000 health, and he can stay in combat almost forever. He is insanely good at that. So his stats are really aligned more with strength and speed though. So his might is 41 and his speed is 34. His DPS is 80.4, which is quite high actually. Relic chest, we found a pistol, a level 5 pistol actually. That might be worthwhile to use. Health and mana regen negative 0.5. We can deal with that. 16.7 DPS. I mean, we could probably work something out with this, but we would need a new gun. We'd have to go make a new gun and hope that it's good. We'll see. We'll wait on that one and we'll come back to that. For now though, we're going to try out Kane in battle. Actually, I've tried him out in a couple of the challenges. He can stay in fights for almost ever. His health regeneration is really high. His armor regeneration is really high, or his armor is really high, I should say. And he can heal and armor our group quite a lot. He's really, really good, actually. We're gonna go around the other side of this level. I don't want to go down yet until we finish this first tier. This place is monstrous though, like it's really big. You can fit a lot of people in this antechamber, or whatever you want to call it. Not really an antechamber, is it? It's more of like a... How would you describe it? Sort of like a tiered auditorium? We're almost back to the other side. I'm going to be slightly unhappy if this ends like 3 feet in. It doesn't appear to be doing that. Cool. A library. There's a chest there somewhere. This is a large room with clocks. Another puzzle, perhaps. More of these clock faces. What about them? We encountered them earlier. It seems the time they're set to is relevant to the workings of the tower. What time must they be set to? The question of the hour indeed, Honored One. I don't believe it. Was that a joke, Sir Druid? Perhaps a small one. You're a bad influence, Rune Lord. Oh, the elf and the dwarf are getting along. That is cute. Unfortunately, we don't know what to set the clocks to just yet. We're gonna have to look around probably and figure that out. So, what do we got? There's a battle coming up. You can see it right there. The furniture is upturned as if a violent struggle took place here, yet there is no blood or sign of foul play. There's an enchant scroll there. Let's quick save and we'll fight those things in 1 sec. What's this? It says Thorns 3, we're gonna go get it. Nope, Weapon Master Gloves. Increases attack speed by 15%. That'd be good. What are Maeve's gloves enchanted to? Oh right, she's got Master Engineer gloves on. I don't think you can actually upgrade those because they're uniques. Let's go fight it out. It's a portal match, so it should be pretty easy for us. Not too concerned about portals. They seem to be the easiest of the encounters. There's a couple of towers as well, but again, not really worried. So, the ultimate goal is to just send our warrior in to take all the hits while the rest of our group does other things. We'll put that there. And you get to go all the way over there and fight. He can take the beating of a lifetime and barely flinch, so I'm not too concerned about even microing him all that much. We will watch his life, of course, and we'll use his armor ability, because it's really good. And he should just be able to stay there and just handle things on his own. He's at just about half health after taking several direct hits from... Oh, okay, that's fine. And if everything comes along that wants to kill him, we just do that, and he's fully healed, basically. I don't know what his health per second is, but it's quite high. Let's start beating this thing down. His Thorns damage does about 20-30 damage a second, which is actually quite a lot. Time to break down this tower, or this portal. It's getting kind of annoying. Focus fire the tower. Portal thing. Done. Alright, now we just clean this up, and we're off to our next fight. Most of his time is spent just using his armor ability, which increases our armor by 9 and gives us 7 health per second. He needs more mastery to make really good use of that, but we're going to worry about his mastery levels a little bit later. We might actually take down his speed a little bit in terms... Oh no, because that helps the cooldowns. Maybe his strength for mastery later on. We'll see, to help his healing and armor buffs. Okay, let's do that, and then we're gonna go like this, and this. He's gonna do so much damage in the midst of that group with his Thorns aura on, if he survives, which isn't a given because he is in there alone and with a lot of enemies around him. Where is he? I don't even see him. There he is. And we should probably help him out a little. Okay, that should be a good amount of them gone. And that should help too. And he should armor himself up. Moving off. Moving off. Why aren't you moving off? There we go. It's a little bit more micro-intensive than when we had like a dozen summons running around, but I think this little way of doing it is a net increase in our group's productivity. Also, we can make ourselves immune to all damage for a while. That's his other ability. I forgot to mention. He's at 400 health. He should be fine. Oh, he's not on attack. That's what he's not doing. I was wondering why I was just kind of standing around. There we go. That's better. Portal's gone. We're just gonna let him fight this out. Or portal's almost gone, I should say. Now it's gone. Is there one more portal? Yes, there is. All the way on the other side. And they are coming for us, so they're not going to give us any reprieve. Our Titan did die. These things actually do quite a lot of damage. But we're going to let our mana rebuild a little bit. And the closer he is to our people, the more resistances and armor they have. So that's always a good thing too. So this... Do that. Do that. Kill them if you can. Or at least do enough damage to them to make them suffer a little. And fireball, and this. Ooh, he's taking a beating. He might be in trouble, actually. Let's pull him back a little. Oh, he's gonna die. No. No, he's not. He's fine. Everything's okay. Maybe. No, he's gonna die. Not quite. 37 life. That was close. Just stay there for a sec. Don't die. Heal yourself up. He has 7 health regen per second. Pretty good. Let's get in there and get some summons going, and a snipe on the portal, and golems on the portal, and the electrical thing on the portal, and that. And that. And then you can start moving up here, because you'll be pretty much healed by the time we get there. He's got 300 health again. He's fine. Put his thing back on to let him do fighting. There. Almost done. What do we got? There we go. Thing does not take a lot of magical damage. So as you can see, our group's damage output has gone up quite a lot since we threw on all of their new gear and stuff. He does 101 DPS, 114, 138, and 95. Our Titan died really early that time. It needs a little bit more oomph, I think. Our Earth Totem did pretty good. Our bow did really, really good this time. Another 35 DPS. Yeah. He healed 4,500 on himself and 1,000 on everyone else. Pretty impressive. Okay, next fight. After the scroll. +1 might. I'm actually gonna give this to Maeve. To up her damage a little bit. Small chest. Ooh, a fancy helmet. Skill power increase plus 16%. That might actually be worth picking up, putting on for her. But it's not an ability one that she can use. Maybe for her then. We'll lose our current helmet, which is fine, I guess. We can upgrade this one 3 times. So if we go item forge, we can drag our item here, and we can give it stuff. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade its skill power increase, which is the only thing I really wanted to upgrade on it. Give it armor, I guess. What did we put on this one? Nothing. We didn't do anything to this one either. I mean, I think this helmet's better. All around. Health, skill power, crit chance. We should give it more crit chance, I guess? Doesn't really need armor all that much. I wish we could upgrade its skill power though. That's really the only thing I wanted to upgrade on it. You can also give it resistances, but nah. I think skill power over. Yeah, okay. Give it a good amount of crit chance. Good to go. Alright, where are we off to now? There's something down here. A closed door. A locked hefty wooden door bars your party's way. The oversized keyhole offers a limited view of the room beyond. Rows of shelves filled with books lie beyond. Even through the small keyhole, your champions can smell the musty odor of old parchment. It would appear this room has not been entered in many years. There's something back there, a lesser scroll. We need to get in there somehow. Possibly it's something to do with the clocks that we have not figured out yet. Lore pylon. A massive luminescent crystal sits anchored to a metal framework. Looking closely at the translucent rock, the images of robed figures and heated discussion appears. Your champions feel as if they glimpsed the chamber 1,000 years earlier. Only they could hear the debate. Closed door with a scroll behind it. And the first Magistone and something else I can't quite see. An enchantment scroll maybe? An enchant scroll there. Ethereal Absorption 3 regenerates 1.6 mana per second. We could probably put that on something. We'll figure that out later. Oh, it's a fight. with a lever very close by. Alright, let's go fight it. Green golems, topaz golems, mana absorbers, which I'm guessing... Oh, they have drain mana? That's grim. And mystic golems. They have mana meteors. Not really sure what a mana meteor is. There's just a couple of big pylons here. If we pull back and fight here, make them come to us, we'll kill them first, and then we'll do the towers afterwards. Not too concerned about it. Don't. Just stay. Everything's okay. Alright, now it's time to go, I guess. The only thing about having Kayn in the group now as opposed to any of our other characters that are ranged is that we actually have to watch his health down here because it's really hard to see it in the middle of a melee. You can't really see what's going on with all your characters. You have to kind of hope for the best sometimes. Shoot that tower down, might as well. I'm thinking I need to get him some mana regen stuff. Get out of the... Oh, we're just slowed. That's fine. Whatever. We'll regen from our warrior's ability. And kill that. He is on his own up there. I don't like that. In fact, come back down. He got mana drained out, which is bad news for him. He does need some mana. He doesn't need a lot, but some is good. Maybe mana on hit would be good for him. I'll figure that out soon. I need to make him a sword. This one he's using is okay. Whirlwind's fine, it's just not the best. Pull back. Where's our Titan? What's it doing? It's over there. Just fighting things. We're 39%. We've killed almost all the towers, I think. Yep. Most of the towers are gone. Our mana is slowly regenerating, which is good. I think I'm gonna make him a sword that has mana on hit or something like that. Just for the specific reason that we don't want to be stuck in this situation. Where he's been mana drained of all of his mana. Move over here and shoot that dude. Can I not shoot that dude? There we go. Go Titan go, I need you to kill all the things. We now have enough mana for our armor ability again. Move. Move in. Do this. Do that. He's at full life. I don't even know where he is right now. Where is he right now? Oh, he's stuck behind the stupid golem that's not moving. It's like, why isn't he taking damage? That's literally his job. But that's because he was stuck. Those two are fine up there. Oops, don't do that. Just stay and fight. That's fine. You guys do whatever you need to do up there. Do an armor thing. Just in case you get mana drained out, which is probably gonna happen. that thing. It's draining my mana away. Not that that's a big deal for Whisper. Whisper regens a lot of mana quite quickly, so not too concerned about the mana drain on her. It's just kind of annoying. And he's just up there taking names. And that's the end of the fight. $67 DPS, not bad. Pretty good. There wasn't any big groups to go stand in and do a lot of stuff. He took a lot of damage, which is what he's supposed to do. Mitigated most of it. Healed a bunch of stuff, which is also what he's supposed to do. And we get actually a pretty decent sword that might be worth upgrading. We'll take a look at it. Anyways. There's liquid mana there and a lever. There's a third lever. I don't know what the point of these levers is yet, but I'm sure it will come up sometime. There's also a hammer of mastery as well. This is a relic quality one though, isn't it? I think so. That might be worth enchanting. Let's take a look. This current sword is just this lightsaber looking one. It's okay. +2 might, whirlwind. Kind of very basic. If we item forge this one though, this one already has more DPS to start with. We can give it some damage increase or mastery increase, which actually mastery increase might be the worthwhile one. Yeah. We also need to enchant it though. And we had to go back to the city to enchant things, so quickly go back. Blacksmith enchantment. Oh, we need to put it on first of all. I think it'll be worth enchanting for mana drain. 5% of damage dealt is done or returned as mana. It's got 18.3 DPS, 5 mastery, mana drain. We can also give other things like armor shatter and whirlwind, soul rend, obsidian edge, which is bleed damage. I don't know how that would work on a hammer, but whatever. And 10% we can give it lifesteal as well, which is also really good. But for him, I think we're going to give it mana for now, and then we can change it up later. We have lots of gems still, and we can transmute these gems into other gems. Like, we don't need these ones really for anything. We can make them into blues, and then we can make them into the epic ones. So, yeah. There's lots we can do. Back into the Magi Council. We have done half the chests. We got both blueprints. We've only gotten 3 out of 8 enchant scrolls. We've only done 5 out of 12 battles, and we haven't done any side quests at all. Is there a teleporter in this room? We should probably just teleport back to the other side, because it's a long, long, long walk over there, and then we can just hop down here and go down. That, I think, is going to be our plan. Until we can figure out what to do with these clocks. I just want to see if that desk had anything. It did not. Alright, moving on. Lifesteal 3 might be really good for him later on though. 10% damage back his health is a lot of health. Oh, maybe it's not that much health. The Great Devastation. This is number 1 apparently. The hall before your champions is littered with burnt pages torn from a book. After quick examinations of a few samples, none of the pages are legible. A few feet further down the hall, the stone cover of an incomplete tome rests against the wall. The title has been chipped away and replaced with crude large I, or 1. A handful of pages are still loosely tied in place. One reads the following. The following record on the day of Rathoris Prime 345, sorry, of the 5th era. It is my duty as historian to preface the record with personal account. But the utter devastation of the land has me at a loss. The fields surrounding the tower are now laid waste by black, foul-smelling honey-like substance. It's impossible to remove and corrodes metal within days of contact. Today is the first day in many days when the ash does not fall from the sky. How I yearn for the cerulean of old, instead of the constant, sickly grey curtain which hangs overhead. By the great spirits, what have we done? We may have repelled the invaders, but our world is broken, ruined. The price of our victory is impending catastrophic doom. Grim. Alright, we found 1, 2, and 3 so far. We just need more books. Alright, we have to go down, it looks like. We're gonna go this way first. Underneath the archway here. and into this large cavern beyond, where there is a weird-looking fountain. The smell of wet parchment fills your nostrils as your champions enter a large chamber dominated by a massive stone fountain. The statue has settled unevenly over time, leaving half of its basin exposed and dry, and slightly patches of amber-colored moss and dark brown vines enshroud the entire fountain, as if announcing claim to it for the last 100 years. A slight trickle of discolored foamy water pours from the fountain's highest spout, spilling down along stone-shaped mermaids into the basin below. Whereas the chamber may be flooded with water, this chamber is flooded with books. Not a square inch of the stone floor can be seen, and some mounds of books stand waist-high. As your party pushes its way to the fountain, the ground beneath them turns damp and slippery. Numerous books lay strewn about the fountain basin, long rotted and decayed. Disturbing the floating remnants of knowledge sends bright orange and white frogs swimming for new cover. Careful, those water walkers are highly toxic. It would seem the Tower Avatar has neglected some of her abilities. You know, Kay? I don't like the idea that she's out to stop us any more than you do, but I've been thinking, maybe you're judging her too harshly. If she was created by the Magi, maybe she simply doesn't have a choice. Just don't take it so personally is all I'm trying to say. Seeing the compassion and concern in Maeve's eyes, the shield guard's anger towards the Avatar wanes. He sighs, I think it's supposed to be sighs. He sighs deeply and nods to the marksman. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. At first light of dawn, the shadows play tricks on the eyes. Do you see something, man of the north? He means there's something more here than meets the eye. We could try and drink from the gross fountain. Let's quick save before we do this, because this could go terribly wrong. The fountain has no magical properties. Your champions notice a series of pipes leading from it to the adjacent room. Perhaps magic in this fountain can somehow be restored. The iron portcullis, this lock of the sturdy iron gate, still secures it in place even after all these years. However, the gaping hole in its center, either ravaged by time or some unknown large creature, offers clear passage. Black waters. That is a gigantic thing. We'll fight it probably in the... yeah, we'll fight it now, whatever, it's fine. And then in the next video, we'll continue on through the room. What is that thing? Oh man, this is a big fight. There's a lot of things in here. Mana enthusiasts, mana fanatics, all sorts of golems. A group of 3 strange constructs are standing ground here. It looks like they're embedded in this place. So maybe we have to kill the big things and then the other guys just get summoned? What do we have to defend? Are you kidding? We have to defend that tiny thing against the mana addicts, enthusiasts, and fanatics? Alright, fine. We got this. We'll focus fire 1. Go tank that one. Everything else can deal with this one. We'll let that one just handle that problem for now. Almost killed the first one. And then we'll start on the second one, which I think is going to be that one. Let the Titan handle the first one there. It's drinking our mana, which is annoying. Kill that one, please. Somebody kill it. Wait, what happened to our Titan? Did it die? From what? Okay, that's good enough on that one. Moving on. Oh no, our Titan's right there. Okay, good. For a moment there, I was deeply concerned. Go fight that. We should have fought this one first, maybe, but that's fine. We got this. Said we need 10 seconds before we can snipe again. This one's dying pretty fast. Let's surround it with some things, move out of the way. Oops, don't do that. Just fight. You heal. It's more for her benefit than anyone else's. Please die. Should be dead, like now. That was actually really easy. A level 5 with 20% skill power increase? Holy crap, that's amazing. We might have to use that. Tower constructs are a new set of challenges. We can access the Moon City. And there is lots to do here, including a travel disc, which teleports us to a secret area, apparently. Weren't we already here? Oh no, that we totally went there before. This is something entirely different. Can we get behind there? Okay, we'll have to come back to this in the next video. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.